Hello, my name is Ames Gross, and I'm the president of Pacific Bridge Medical. I will be making a speech on the best strategies to source and manufacture medical devices from Asia on January 11th at the Q1 Production Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. I'd like to introduce my company. Basically, I started the company in 1988, and our company has helped hundreds of medical companies with sourcing, business development, and regulatory issues and affairs in Asia since we were founded. Our headquarters is based in Bethesda, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. We have 4 of our own offices in Asia, in China, Japan, Singapore, and Hong Kong, and we have partners and strategic affiliates in all the other Asian markets. Our services include the following: sourcing and manufacturing in the Asian markets, business development services for companies in the West that want to sell their medical devices in Asia, and regulatory services helping companies with things like product registration and quality systems. This slide just shows you that about 50% of our current business is in the sourcing, manufacturing, and quality assurance area in Asia. This slide shows you some of the sample products that Pacific Bridge Medical has sourced in Asia over the years. It's fairly self-explanatory. We've been involved in a number of areas, as you can see here, as well as a number of other areas which are not on this slide. We have a wide variety of sourcing and manufacturing capabilities in all the Asian markets. You can see below some of the sourcing and manufacturing capabilities we have. These are just some of the capabilities. We have other capabilities in other sourcing and manufacturing situations in Asia too. This slide shows a sample client list of companies we worked with over the last 25 years. We work with large companies like Abbott and Medtronic, and smaller or mid-sized companies like Meridian Biosciences, Thoratec, and Ultradent. So the presentation is going to cover trends and benefits in sourcing or manufacturing devices in Asia. So still, in many of the Asian markets, there are lower manufacturing costs, lower overhead, and lower salaries. Many device factories in Asia have improved the quality significantly over the last 5 years. Many of the Asian device factories meet FDA standards. And in all the Asian markets, there are free trade zones or special economic zones where you may want to do your sourcing or set up manufacturing in each Asian market. Sourcing in China will be one of the topics we'll discuss. Sourcing in China has become a lot more expensive over the last 5 years with rising salaries and rising costs of doing business in China, but there are many qualified medical device factories in China where many companies are still sourcing and doing local manufacturing. The quality has gotten significantly better in China at medical device factories. There's more FDA compliance in some local factories in China. The problems that really exist in China are a lack of QA people or people with QA experience, and also intellectual property is still a major issue in China. Sourcing in India and Southeast Asia. A couple of the case studies will also talk about India and Southeast Asia. In India and Southeast Asia, you have mostly small to mid-sized medical device manufacturers. Some of them are producing medical devices that are suitable to sell in the West. A few of the larger manufacturing companies of devices in India and Southeast Asia have a CE mark or US FDA accreditation. Opportunities are particularly attractive in India, where the exchange rate is very attractive, 65 Indian rupees to $1 US. While the quality is still relatively low in India and Vietnam, it's getting better quickly. And if you look at some of the other Southeast Asian markets like Thailand, Malaysia, you'll see that the quality is better than what you normally find in India and Vietnam. Intellectual property is still an issue in India and South Asia, especially in India, I would say. As I mentioned, my name is Ames Gross. I'm the president and founder of Pacific Ridge Medical. I started the company in 1988, basically help medical device companies with sourcing, business development, and regulatory issues in Asia. Below is more on my bio. There are a number of reasons why we recommend you choose Pacific Ridge Medical. We are a boutique consulting firm with over 27 years of experience in the Asian medical markets. As I just mentioned, we have strong on-the-ground presence in Asia through our own local offices and partners across the region. Our consultants in the Asian markets and in our headquarters are experts in sourcing, business development, and regulatory affairs. And we specialize in complex and difficult projects that require the highest level of industry expertise. As I noted when I started this presentation, I will be speaking at Q1 Productions' second annual Medical Device Strategic Sourcing Conference, January 11th and 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. I will be speaking about best strategies to source and manufacture medical devices from Asia or in the Asian marketplace. Again, my name is Ames Gross. I'm the president and founder of Pacific Ridge Medical. My presentation will occur on January 11th at 11 a.m. Thank you for your attention today. I look forward to seeing you at Atlanta.